Alright guys, so we're here doing the M3, M4 from the F80X big brake conversion. This is my 1M clone time attack car. Obviously, you know, brakes are super important. You know, not everyone has $5,000 or $6,000 to go out and buy, you know, trophy, Stoptech, AP racing or something. So, you know, if you're a track enthusiast and you want to get out there and actually have your brakes perform, yeah, this is a great option for you. Budget friendly, super easy to get parts, and these brakes perform extremely well. So this is a 135i Brembo 6-pot and 338 mil front rotor. On paper, you're like, wow, I have a Brembo 6-pot, this must be amazing. So, I mean, this caliper is pretty sweet. You know, it's a big upgrade for your E46 and stuff like that. One of the biggest problems with them, you know, is they come from the factory with ceramic pistons. And if anyone's ever tracked their car, they just crack.
Especially with these cars, they have terrible brake cooling, right?
Yeah, it's horrendous. There's just like, people make ignorant power with N54, and you know, you're like, oh, I want to go to the track day. I'm like full bolt on with a custom tune. Don't forget that like you got to stop that 600 horsepower like 25 times. So yeah, this is just a Brembo 6-pot from the factory. This is just what the 1 Series came with. What we're going to be moving to is the F80. This is a F82 M3 front rotor, 380 millimeters. We got these from a junkyard. You know, you can buy these brand new from ECS Tuning or from BMW for like 800 bucks a caliper. If you want it shiny and brand new, go for it. Honestly, calipers are calipers. So
this is 338, right?
Yeah, so this is a 338 by 28, I believe. Obviously, like, this is not what cooling looks like. Like, yeah, you can like barely fit your finger in here.
There's nothing going on there.
This is for looks. So Stoptech makes this, it's an OEM replacement size. It's 380 by 30 as well. 2-piece floating hardware. This weighs a pound less than the OEM one. What else do you need to do this conversion? So the first thing that you would need is we designed this bracket. So this is 6160 hardened steel. Yeah, so it's a CNC piece, and then we custom made these bolts so that they lay flush, because I'll show you on the knuckle, you have to rotate this caliper down a little bit. Also on the car, we have just our upgraded 24-inch brake hoses.
Yeah.
So these are really nice because they have these beautiful floating ends, or rotating ends. So instead of like doing the thing where you gotta rotate the caliper 55 times and knot it up, and then you're like, you know, this is just, you just thread this part and you don't even, honestly, like, it's the little things in life, and
that's one of them.
This is one of them. They're 24 inches just because we made it so that it would, if you ran a wise fab for drifting and stuff like that, it can do wide angle kits and you won't put any tension on your calipers.
So let's get going on this, I guess.
All right, yeah, let's do it. So you're just taking off wheels. Aluminum light splitter, also a table.
Yeah.
Also, stud conversions, guys. It's the little things in life. That's one of them.
Yeah. So here's the current setup. It has brake ducting. We did our best. It just didn't do enough. So I just run standard. These are just aluminum adapters that I riveted into the old dust shield. 2.5-inch hose zip tied to lower control arms, and then splitters with the brake hose is just attached to the back of a duct that mates up to this. So we put a valiant effort in, upgraded pistons, as much cooling as you could throw at it. Just got a puppy, so like, bless you who have kids, I don't know how you do it. The puppy's enough for me. We'll just pop the caliper off then and get to going. So quick one on how the brake lines work. So we send you this male-female adapter that just threads on to the end of where your stock hardline ends in the same stock bracket. So you just thread that on. You understand how to twist one of the ends of these. So yeah, that was a brake line install. And it's still like able to move until you tighten it down. Like you can twist it and stuff. Yeah, like I can spin this if I need to, and like it's still hand tight, but obviously like when you tighten it down, it does the same thing. You put it behind the caliper, behind the coilover, and then boom. So, all right, this is the blank canvas that is a BMW knuckle in all of its glory. First things first is attaching this bracket to the caliper, right? Yep. You got your bracket now, you got your bolts, so you can get the red Loctite. We'll label them in the bags. They're a mirror of each other, so they only work one way, but put the nipple on the top
to show that this one is the passenger side. So there's a notch in the back of these, and what this does is it clears this scalping on the calipers. So it goes like that. And then we will take some red Loctite on the flat Allen bolts. And
we'll have a torque spec in the instructions online.
Yeah. Look at that. Threads in nice and easy by hand, and then you'll just take M8 Allen, or 8 Allen, and snug these down. Use my groin and just drive it in there.
Driving it in there with your groin.
Yeah. So these are not the bolts that you pulled out of your car. We changed the thread pitch on them to get more rotations into the steel. We gave you more rotations to make sure that it would keep clamped under torque.
And we keep a washer on those, just a note.
These come with a 1mm washer. Please don't use it. Or please don't lose it.
No,
please use it. Please don't lose it.
Yes, okay, yes. If you lose it, let us know. You should use it.
Yeah. You obviously got to put the rotor on first, but just a demonstration of just what is happening is this is just like doing any other brake job. So it'll go over the caliper and you'll thread it in just like normal, and then you'll do the same on the bottom. So this is how it will sit against the knuckle. You'll torque these down and then be good to go.
Step 2 is apply a giant rotor to 135i.
My giant, like, it probably looks, you're probably looking at it and you're like, wow, that is big, but then when it's in person, you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah, they're huge. All right, so when you're putting the rotor on, by the way, the M3 rotors have a different retention bolt, which we'll include in the kit. So don't use the same bolt that was holding on your rotor. Use the smaller bolt that's in the kit. We're done with this.
That's it. Took like 25 minutes even with me stopping to talk and go get tools. And so seamslegitgarage.com, you can order the kit, or you can send us a DM on Instagram or Facebook or something, and we'll email you an invoice.
Yep. Good
So
to go.
It's as simple as that. The bracket's gonna be 250 bucks. It'll come with all the hardware you need. It'll be plug and play. That's it, and we'll see you all at the track.
Cool.
42 degrees out.
Yeah, the semi-slicks are not going to do well in the 40 degrees.
What are you doing?
Oh, she approves of the big brake kit.
She does. These brakes are larger than my dog, guys.
For real. But yeah.
My hands are covered in brakes.
See y'all next time.